What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you all my review of Dimension W Episode 2. Let's get this started. So in this episode, Mira and Kyoma actually go on a mission together, and we have it to where Kyoma completely ignores Mira the robot because of the fact, you know, she is a robot. She is technically powered by coils, and if we know Kyoma from the first episode, he doesn't like coils whatsoever. He hates coils. So if he hates coils, he hates Mira. So that's the reason why he completely ignored her completely through this entire episode. But it was good to see that Mira actually, you know, did things on her own without Kyoma really holding her hand. So we have actually the female heroine, you know, starting to take her own, you know, starting to take actions into her own hands, and that is very good to see. She did her part of what she had to do in this episode, and Kyoma had to do what he had to do in this episode. However, obviously later down the line, you know, there will be more characterization between these two, and they will form a stronger partnership and relationship with one another, and things will get better from here. But from what we see in this episode, Kyoma completely ignores Mira. But no, seriously, we get to see that this loser guy ends up going into these museums which contain numbered coils hidden throughout the museum. So this is really what he is going after, but we really didn't get any clarification on what exactly these numbered coils end up doing, as far as I can recall, and we didn't really get a backstory on the loser's character yet. But, I mean, this is the first appearance that we see him in this episode. So, obviously, later down the line, Kyoma and him will eventually end up meeting once again, and more will be explained on the loser's backstory, and especially that little kid. So, anyway, now, with the loser, many people believe that he is, you know, he goes into these museums in order to steal modern-day art, and whenever he comes out of these museums, he doesn't collect any of the modern-day art that people believe that he goes in there for, and that is the reason why his name is called the Loser. Now, you need to change your name, dude, because I don't know about you, but you're freaking badass. But anyway, what he's really going after for is these numbered coils. So more should be explained on those later down the line and what exactly they are capable of. But for right now, we don't really have much clarification on, you know, his overall purpose of collecting these coils. Kyoma was doing some work in this episode as well, you know? I mean, he was just freaking taking everything out. He was literally taking everything out, you know, for the loser in order to make things easier for him. Without Kyoma there, the loser probably wouldn't have been able to come close to these coils. So, Kyoma, I mean, dang, man. Freaking badass. And did you see by the end of this episode that modern art, when that guy ended up sucking in by this dimensional collapse? Now, that is very interesting. A dimensional collapse. Was it in the W dimension? Probably, because of the fact that, you know, the androids that that guy had were run by coils, but the whole collapsing of the dimension was very interesting. I'm very interested on what exactly can cause that. Apparently, when these red coils mean death or something like that, and if they actually get out of hand or something like that. I mean, I don't know. There are still plenty of things that are mysterious in this anime that we really don't know how everything works yet. Obviously, more will be explained on the later episodes, like I have said before. But man, that was creepy when that guy ended up getting sucked in by you know, the dimensional collapse, and then we see the modern art that was on there, and that's something that you would see out of like a horror movie, like something from like the manga Uzumaki or Gyo or something like that. I recall maybe Uzumaki more on the lines of that, but like, I mean, the bodies were just there. He was like morphed into basically being one with his androids, and there were like duplicates everywhere, and I don't know, that was just, it was just creepy and freaky. It was something that you would see out of something like a horror movie or something like that, but I mean, man, that shit cray. Okay, save the best for last. Now I'm gonna go to my overall theory on the character of the Loser. So, when it comes to Loser, we find out in this episode that apparently he has lost a wife and a daughter. They were both murdered. Who do we know in this anime series so far who has lost a daughter and a wife? Mira's father. Mira's the doctor, the founder of New Tesla Coils. So, now, if we understand that, maybe the loser and the doctor are actually connected in some way. Because, as we know, they have both lost people precious to them, and they also want to get revenge on the people who turned against them. So, maybe, and I'm just speculating here, maybe the loser and the doctor are actually the same person. And I mean, stay with me on this, because what if that is actually true? I mean, if we go back to the doctor, Mira ended up calling him father, the person who made him. Now, what about the loser? He has a little kid looking after him, and he is calling him Papa. But I don't really see a relationship between the two that makes them biologically related, to be honest with you. Of course, we saw a disfigured face, but that is really all we're going up against. So if anything, maybe this kid is adopted, who knows, but maybe also, maybe that he is just like Mira as well, and kind of doesn't know it, okay? Maybe he is a robot. We don't know, but it just makes things a little bit weirder. I mean, it's just very weird and very interesting because, you know, how these two people are similar is very odd in my opinion. There's too many similarities on the loser character and also the doctor, what we know so far. Of course, we haven't really got backstory on both of their characters yet, although we really just know that the doctor, he has the same types of people who were killed just like the loser, his wife and his daughter, although he's the founder of New Tesla Coils and he is also the one who made Mira. But what if he's also the one who ended up making that little boy and also has a second persona known as the loser to try to cover things up, and he's looking for these coils, you know, to get revenge. Hint, hint, you know, just like the doctor, because he wants revenge too. So I don't know, it's very interesting to see. Maybe these two are possibly connected, but then how would you explain the disfigured face? Well, maybe from the event in the first episode when the green energy lit up, his face ended up getting disfigured. Or maybe in fact that isn't his real face at all. I know it sounds too good to be true how these two could be related or possibly even the same person. I know it does. I know it sounds very hypothetical, but I am trying to, you know, come up with my own theories for this series because I'm really enjoying the series, and that is, you know, if you are enjoying a series and you are already, you know, showing and trying to think down what exactly is going to happen in the next episode, in the future episodes to come, coming up with your own theories and whatnot, you can really show the passion on, it really just shows the passion on how much you are enjoying the series. So, yeah, that's just my theory on basically what has been shown and hinted at in these first two episodes of Dimension W, and I can't wait for this third episode of Dimension W. But yeah, guys, that about does it for this video. I'm kind of rambling a bit, sorry about that, but I just wanted to get my point across. If you like this video, please give it a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on what exactly you thought of the second episode of Dimension W, and do you have any theories for this series? Do you think that possibly the loser and the doctor are connected in some way, or do you think they are just entirely different people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and of course, if you want to stay up to date to this future content on the channel, then please hit that red subscribe button below, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Catch you guys next time.